Hey, how are you? Vladimir here from Traders Academy Club, and in this video I want to talk about this very image. Instead of saying yourself one day and dream about this one day, I suggest you start with making this day one. And what do I mean by that, and what does this image represent? This image represents the complete majority of people. It doesn't matter if you come from the trading world like myself or you have different goals in life. Whatever it is, we can simply split people into two categories: the dreamers and the doers. And guess where the majority is? Dreamers or doers? The answer is, of course, the dreamers. Why? Look, we live in a reality where we all are super busy. We all have tasks. If it's our job, if it's kids, if it's classes for the kids, if it's the supermarket, if it's other shoppings, if it's making something in the house and the list your wife creates for you, or a list that your boss creates for you. We all are overloaded with things. We all live in life where we are completely full and we don't have time. The only thing we would all probably wish for, majority of us, is that the day doesn't have 24 hours, but let's say 48 hours. So it's good to dream. The problem is, however, when a dream becomes a fantasy. Again, we all are busy. Okay, we all have life. We all have tasks. We all have responsibilities. We have family to take care of. We have friends to help. We have the job. School, university, college, whatever it is, right? The only thing we don't have, the way it seems, is time to make the next step in our life. The time to dedicate ourselves to achieve the next things we want. Okay, it could be anything. It could be learn trading. It could be develop something that you want to develop. It could be learn playing on the guitar. It could be go to gym and get fit. It could be anything. It could be relationships or anything else. So let me share with you a personal story, okay, about myself, because that's the only way I can tell you how things can happen. When I started, it was a long time ago, more than 13 years ago. I was living in one city and I had to go to another city, and that was more than 1 hour drive. Okay, every single morning, when I was 20 plus kid, okay, years old, and I had to wake up early, like before 6 a.m. and that's bad. I mean, who likes to wake up so early? And I had to drive all the way to my job. I was working for the broker house back then. And after that, I wanted to become fully independent retail trader. That was my ultimate goal. Okay? And later on, I decided I also want to have my educational business. Now, how can I do that when I work? And I was working from 7 a.m. until like 6, 7 p.m. So literally I was going back home after 8, in a good case, without traffic. So I always had to find this way. And most of my colleagues, most of my friends back then, what they did was work, TV or whatever, beer, pub, whatever, right? And that's all. We call it a day. So I decided I'm not going on this path. I'm going a completely different path. I'm going through completely different journey. And at the evening, after finishing work, I was going to lectures. At later point, I asked in my job to try and participate in a lecture to become a lecturer. I wanted to speak in front of people. So I started talking to little groups, 5 people, 10 people. Later, it grown to 20 people, then 50, then 100, and later on, I was able to achieve my personal goals and speak to groups of 300 and 500 people. Okay, so my point here is I could dream about it, or I can go and work. And by making this work, there was a period. Then I was going back home after 10 p.m., arriving back home around 11, half past 11, closer to midnight, taking a quick shower, whatever, something to eat, going to sleep, waking up around 5, getting ready, and all over again. It was extremely hard, but there was no other way for me. If I want things happen and I do not want to give up on my job, I had to go through this path. Okay, so I could dream about it. One day I will want to do that, or I could start and make this very day one. Okay, so that was back then with being a lecturer. Then the same with trading. Every day, including weekends, I dedicated hours learning, studying, and understanding what did I do well, what did I do wrong, and why. Okay? Back then, I couldn't find a mentor that would lead me, because when I started, the online industry would not be so popular, and not online industry, I didn't know enough people. Later on, I didn't meet enough people to choose those who will help me achieving my goals, those who will show me how to do that. And I myself belong to the category of people of self-developing people, self-educated people. So every day, hours, including weekends, hours, analyzing myself, learning, polishing, and I still do that. Okay, not hours by hours every day, but I still dedicate my time and my effort to understand where and how I can get better. Okay? And let me tell you this: if you do want to succeed in trading with your own, okay, based on your own, without anybody else, look, there is no other way around. Go and dig deeper. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because it will not be easy. Okay, it will come with effort, but choose to belong to the right line. Look at this image here. Okay, look where the complete majority of the line is. Like, you know, going like a horse, closing the eyes, don't care about what's going around and everything. Just tell me when to buy, tell me when to sell, and I want to be trader. No, you don't want to be trader. You want someone to tell you what to do. You want to make money, but you are not ready to put your effort for that. I'm not saying it's bad. Some people really are not meant to be traders. That's not a shame. Nothing wrong with that. But if you understand what trading comes with, you understand the advantages of trading, the freedom of trading, all it allows you, with all the good and the bad things, then go and put your best effort. And your best effort is not by someone telling you, buy here, sell here. Because if you do that, you will never, ever do the jump to the next stage. And that's same everything in life, right? If you apply to the new job and you need someone to tell you exactly what to do, you would never, ever be able to go and climb the ladder inside this company you work for. You have to push yourself out of this comfort zone. You have to go to these places where it challenges you. Because remember, if it does not challenge you, there is no way it will change you. As simple as that. Straight to the point. If it doesn't challenge you, then it will not change you. That's it. Okay? And one of the other things I find myself talking to people too is about, I don't have time. I'm too busy. I come at the evening and then the kids, I need to put kids to sleep, blah, 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 blah. So do I. So do many other traders that have the same life routine. So what? Okay? It's all in your hands and your decisions, and listen to that carefully. Do not blame time in your decisions. The time is not guilty in what you decide and how you decide. Okay? So choose your life. If trading is what you want to do, then go and do it. Stop wanting, stop wishing, stop dreaming, and stop telling to yourself. Stop illusioning yourself. Like, one day I will do that. No, today is day number one. There is never a better day than today. And it doesn't matter how much you dedicate to that, 10 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours. As long as you do every single little step is part of a journey, part of a long marathon. Okay? So, my dear viewers, look, there is nothing wrong to belong to dreamers. But in that case, you have to understand you would never be able to become a doer and make things happen. Okay? No one became successful by dreaming. No one. Dreams are great as long as you wake up and you trigger and you go and do. Dreams become true when you awake. As long as you just dream and you sleep, it's a dream. And if you do nothing, it becomes a fantasy. And most people end up in this stage exactly. I don't know to say, will you make this happen in a month? In 6 months? In 5 years, or never? But I do know to say one thing. If you don't try, you would never know. Anything in life. If it's trading or anything else. If you don't try and you don't give your best, then you will never make it happen. This I can tell you. I don't know to say, because everybody is different. For one month would be required. For other, 5 years might be not enough. For another, some point it's time to admit it's not for me. What's wrong with that? It's not bad. I also told many times in my life, no, I simply not meant to do that. Okay? Until I found trading, and I'm lucky to find trading, because if I wouldn't find trading, I don't know, I can't imagine what I where I would end. Maybe a poker player, maybe an author of book, I don't know. But I am certainly not one of those geniuses that could go and be a great programmer or great doctor or lawyer or anything. I simply am not a person like that. So go and develop yourself, find yourself, who you are, belong to the right line, and mainly stop belonging to the category of on this picture, those who say one day. Okay? Nobody has extra time. The only question is, what do you do with your time? How do you manage that? Do not blame time in your decisions. Remember that. Okay? So, if you are real, and I repeat, if you are real with your goals and with what you want to achieve in life, then go and do it every single day. There is no such thing day off. And it doesn't matter if you dedicate 10 minutes or 1 hour or 5 hours. Every day has, different challenges. But what does matter is you do it every single day. Every single day. As hard as it is, with all the ups and downs. If you decide to do it, giving up is not an option. Okay? It's in your hands. I want you always to remember that. Go and fight for it. And remember, it's not one day, it's day one and it's now. So if for you trading is the destination you want to reach, that's your destiny, that's what you want to do because you made your research and you know all the good and the bad parts of trading, then go and do it. Since I decided that's what I will do, I never looked back until this very moment where I can happily and proudly say I'm there. And don't get me wrong, I work my butt, sorry for my words, hard every single day to improve and go better. I analyze myself, I polish my entries, I always am working on my management, how I do things better. Always. Because no, there is no such thing perfect level. There is always a way to do things better. This amazing journey never ends. But it has to begin at some point. And it begins at this very point. Day one, today. Stop dreaming, start doing. And thank you very much for your attention watching this video. I hope it helps and pushes you to the places you want to be at. Thanks for your time. I'll see you soon with more content.